fellow diamond painting addicts, and welcome back to Diamond Painting Anonymous. I'm Daphne, and I'm here today with a kit up. So I've decided I don't have enough projects on the go, and I'm going to be kitting up another one. This is a colorful soul from Diamond Painting Shoppe. It is a 50 by 50. It's square. It's got 4 ABs in it, so I don't think I'm going to be adding any ABs. Now, this is not sticker paper. This is like a almost kind of construction paper grade. It gets slick on this side, so it's really nice, but it's not sticker paper. So I made a copy of it, used my Xyron, and I have all of my stickers here and ready to go. I'm going to be using one of my Elizabeth Ward storage cases, so I'm just going to slip this picture with the code underneath the tray like I usually do. I already have my log page printed out. I have taken note from Jess, who always gives me good advice, even if she doesn't know it. And I have seen her using my logbook pages and doing something I never thought to do, which is to, instead of making stickers, to just capture the image on my computer and then print it when I print the page. So that's what I've done. So I don't have to worry about making a sticker of the image for companies where they don't include a sticker of the image like Diamond Art Club does. Several of them do. This one didn't, so it's all printed out and ready to go. So I've got my containers, I've got my stickers, I've got my drills all laid out in DMC order, so I am ready to just go. Now, I have them all laid out in DMC order, but most of them probably are not going to take the extra large containers. So I'm going to get rid of all of those, and I'm probably going to just start with the very small ones. If I don't have enough of these, which I likely won't, I will just go grab some out of another tray. And for ones that I have more drills like these, I think these will fit in the medium size. Maybe if I run out of these as well, I'll bump up to the next larger size. So we'll see. So I'm just going to start with number 1. Now, I have gone ahead and put the ABs in the order that they are by DMC. I don't know if, well, that's not how they come on this. So all of the ABs are at the end. So when I get to those, I'll probably confuse myself because I'll need to go find those because I put them in DMC order. Just because that made more sense to me when I was putting them in order. And that's how I will keep them when I put them in my spare drill storage. So, all right, so for these first 3, let's cross my fingers. Oh, you know what? Let me grab my Elizabeth Ward funnel here because it all just fits together so nicely like that, and it will sit all by itself, so I can use both hands to pour drills. In case there's any static, the last kit that I kitted up, there was quite a bit of static, which was not fun. No static there. See, nothing stuck onto the bottom. All the drills are in there. I'm good to go. And then number 3. Ooh, see, this one has a little bit of static. So let me go grab my static guard. So I just spray a Q-tip with some static guard, and then I will just run it through the bag, through the drills in the bag. And then they're a tad less staticky to get out. It's not perfect, but it works better than nothing. I've seen so many people with ideas on how to deal with static. Woo! See, and that's the issue right there. They stuck to the bottom of the funnel. Wipe them off so that I can put some of the static guard on the bottom of the funnel. All right, let me get these in here and I'll be right back. This one had some static as well. Put some static guard in it. Let's see how this one does. Much better. All right, a couple of escapees. You guys, I'm so not in the mood to deal with static today. I need to make sure these don't have numbers on them. They just have the DMC code. So just let me make sure that I'm putting the right ones in the right places. I think for these 3, I'm actually going to use the next size up. I just don't have a ton of the very small size, the smallest size, so I think doing it this way, that way I can maximize the number of those. I've got extras if I need them, but I think there's enough in these that I'm just going to stick them in here. Let's try my funnel again. Oh, when there's no static, it works so well. All right, so there's the first one of those. Next one, this funnel, even though it's big, it just works so well. Ugh, see, that one has static. Let me deal with that. Well, let me open the other two. Does this one? That one does not. And that one does not. Okay. If every single one of these had static, I was going to start pulling my hair out. I already dealt with a kit that had so much static, it wasn't even funny. It just makes kitting up miserable. And even if you're someone who works directly from the baggies, when they have static like this, just trying to get the drills out like this. Oh, wow. You guys, I knocked it over and everything stayed in one place. Another benefit of the funnel. When you're working from baggies like this, even if you're, you're still going to run into the static issue, trying to get them out and into your tray, and they're just going to jump all over your workspace. All right, I can't believe they all stayed in there. Ooh, and only one hanging on to the bottom. Just get that one in the, all right. And then this one, again, let me get the funnel on here. Somebody commented in the video where I unboxed this that it's very big. It is very big, however, that's nice. So like I'm doing these, it all falls down in there and I don't have to worry. All right, so for the next two, I'm gonna put them in the smallest ones. You guys, it's been so hot here. My son and I tried to walk this week. We made it one day because after that, it was just too hot. I mean, when it's 85 degrees at 6 o'clock in the morning, it's just miserable. And it's been super humid here, so that makes it even worse. Plus, he was running on our treadmill. He's been trying to do that of a morning as well. And I think he injured his foot. So when we were walking on Monday, he was limping and I was like, what are you doing? Well, he hurt his foot, and while my knee is good, my plantar fasciitis is acting up again. So my heel has been bothering me. So we're going to give ourselves a couple more days, which realistically probably means the rest of this week. And then we'll pick it back up again. Let me check some static there. Looks like no static there. And some static in there. All right, let's try this first one and see how it goes. One of the kits that I was doing that I had to kit up that had so much static, I literally was going through and opening all the bags, and then, ooh, that one got a little full. All right, well, let's see if they fall all over. Oh, just a couple, okay. I was literally opening every single bag and going through with the static guard before I even, so I'd open a bag, static guard, open a bag, static guard, and do all of that with like 5 or 6 bags. Then I would kit those up in containers and then rinse and repeat the process. It took forever to get it kitted up. I was gonna film it, but I was so frustrated by the time I got done that I was like, yeah, you guys probably don't need to see me just saying a bunch of cuss words because I can't get the static in here is just ridiculous. All right. I gotta say, even though I keep bumping it over, I gotta say this is really handy. Just for the fact that it holds it open, and you know, even if I knock it over, stuff isn't gonna go flying. That's pretty crazy. Oop. There's a little round drill that snuck in there. All right, and then this one. Then I think the next two will fit in smaller size containers. But I think I'm going to do the same thing that I did with the kit that had a bunch of static. And that is that I'm going to open several of the bags, see how bad the static is, and then if I need to static guard anything. So I will be right back. Don't go anywhere. All right, so opened several of the bags, went through to see if they had any static, and then did my little trick with the static guard. And then I almost made a mistake because here's my 550, and then I've got a 550 AB, which I was just going down the stickers. But remember I said the stickers for these are at the bottom. So 550 is actually number 59. But since I paint by symbol and not by number, I'm just going to go ahead and pull that one out of line and put it right by 550. Now, interesting to me that there's 550 and 550 AB. You would think if they were going to substitute an AB, they would just substitute the whole thing, because there's not a ton of them. And I actually think I have some square 550 AB, so I may just substitute the whole thing. We'll see. Then 712, which was my next number, needs to go in a large container. And then 722, and pretty much most of the rest of them can go in these small sizes. And then I think I'm going to be out of my small size, so I'm going to need to go grab some. I think I've used up all my extras on another kit, so I think I'm just going to need to go grab some. I'm really loving this funnel. Gotta say, for Elizabeth Ward, this is making it so much easier. If I have no static, I'd probably be done by now. Okay, so I need to go grab some smaller ones. Well, let me finish these, I guess. I've got 4 left, and I've got all 4 of these are going to take a small size. So let me do all 4 of those. Let me just make sure my numbers are right here. Whoops. Oh, it's AB 741. See, I was going to get confused. Okay, so 739 is this one, and this one is 743. I was like, where's this number? It's an AB. So it's at the end here on this last row of stickers, because the stickers came in 3 parts. Well, I mean, they were in 3 parts on the sheet, so when I copied them, they were in 3 parts. All right. So let's just use this here. So much faster, since I can just use both hands. And I know there are some people who don't like the Elizabeth Ward because of the way the lids work and don't like having to open and shut the containers all the time. I've tried the tower method. It is faster sometimes, but I think I mentioned, or maybe I didn't, I really love when I'm kitting up like this, getting to put them all in my Elizabeth Ward tray and seeing all the different kind of rainbow colors and what it looks like. So yeah, I appreciate that part of it. So I'm still using them, even though I probably could just use the tower method. I still need to get a bigger tower though. Okay, let's see. Let me check some more of these for static. Let me go grab some more of the small size Elizabeth Ward containers and I will be right back. All right, so I've grabbed some more of the small size containers so I can get my stickers put on here. This one is going to go in a large size, and then the small size here. I like how big these came out. I just copied these so they are true to size for what came, the sheet that came with the kit. So, but I like how big they are. Okay. And now that I know how this funnel works, whew, making my life a lot easier. Being able to dump and pour, and hopefully most of the rest of these do not have static. I've opened a whole bunch of them and they do not appear to have static in them. So that should make my kitting up go a bit faster. All right, so let's see what size bags I need. Okay, so all of these are going to be small ones, and they're all in order. Ooh, I'm almost to the end of my first row of stickers here, which is awesome. And I like that these stickers are nice and big because that means the symbols are easy to see, which is good. Okay, and then I think $8.93, the next one, is going to go in a larger size container, so I'm just going to get that ready to go so I can throw away this first leg of stickers, and then I can start on the second one. This kit has 62 colors, so quite a bit of colors for just a 50 by 50. Which makes sense. It's a lot of, I mean, it's called a colorful soul, so it's going to have a lot of colors. I'm really anxious to see how her skin tone turns out. I know there's a lot of kind of peachy slash skin tones, and since her skin makes up a large majority of the canvas, I can't wait to see how the rendering turns out. Ooh, these were a little bit staticky. Not terrible though. Let's see. None hung on to the bottom though, so we're all good. Okay. Some of my containers are trays I've never used before, so the lids are a little bit stiff to get the funnel on, but it's all good. All right. I do like how easy it makes it to pour. Okay, so next ones, let me get the next ones lined up here, and then I'll need to check them again. So I think that one can go in that size. These three definitely can go in that one. That one can go in that size. Ooh, I'm definitely gonna have to go find some more of these little ones, but that's okay. It's all good. I have plenty. I have so much storage I don't even use really. I have all kinds of bottle storage that I'm not really using. I have all of my little cubey storage. One of my little cubes, and oh, maybe a couple of my little cubes are stored with, or I'm being used to store one of my Heaven and Earth designs. I'm going to be using my spares, so I have it kitted up, but I haven't started on it yet. I don't want to start a big project like that yet. I will, but not yet. Actually, maybe next year will be the year of big projects. I've really been thinking about getting out my Diamond Painting Deutschland, just because the Craft Pack Canada, you know, somebody said, oh, double-sided adhesive has a shelf life, which I didn't think it did. But now I'm kind of worried because that Diamond Painting Deutschland, it's a J-wall and it's big, and I've had it for probably a couple of years now. It's still rolled up. I haven't opened it or done anything with it since I bought it, so hopefully it's still good. But if the double-sided adhesive goes wrong, see, I didn't even know that was a thing. Let me check some more of these, get them in order, see which containers I need, and I will be right back. Okay, so I've checked a bunch of these to see if they have any static in them. A bunch of them did. Not a ton of static, but Oh, and I'm like, wait, I'm getting out of order again. It's because I've got an AB there. Get this one on here, then this one on here. This one goes on this size, and then I need this AB. So I only have one AB left. So apparently at some point I'll run into it. We'll see. So I did my static trick with all of these. We'll see how well it worked. If any of these are sticking to the bottom. If there's one. Okay. Some of them didn't have a ton of static, and it seems like for some reason the dark colors have more static than others. I wonder if the color has something to do with it. All right, so 2 little escapees there. Okay. And this is my third AB. Look how pretty that pink is. Because I'm still waiting for them to finish the construction, the road construction by my house. The road is finished, finally, but now they're putting in sidewalks, I guess. So, and weirdly, it seems to be taking them longer to do the sidewalks than it does to do the actual road, which seems weird. All right, let's see what size of these. I think all of these are gonna go in this size. Definitely need some of the smaller ones for other ones, so just trying to make sure as I'm peeling off the stickers here, it's all the right color numbers. I just really enjoy this part of it. I know there's a lot of you who just work straight from the baggies or just kit up into trays. I don't know, this part of it appeals to my little organizational heart. Plus, all that's on these baggies is the DMC codes, not the symbol. So I would probably get confused, knowing me. All right. I like this 3341. That's a pretty color. It's like a pretty, like a bright peach. I have so many projects, as usual, that I want to get done. And I think I mentioned in my whip and chat last week that I've just decided I'm going to have to use to having multiple projects on the go, which means I need to rearrange my space a bit because I really only have storage for kits that I haven't opened yet. I don't have any storage that I've designed specifically for on-the-go projects so that I can put it away. I mean, when I was doing my Heaven and Earth, I just laid it on my table, my workspace table, which is fine and that works, but I don't really want to do that if I'm actively flipping back and forth. You know, the only reason it really worked with my Heaven and Earth design was because I wasn't really working on it. So it was just kind of stuck underneath there until I could get to it. I don't know why I got these all out of order, but I did. Okay, I'm going to do this one first because I put them in different places, so it doesn't really matter if I don't kit them up in order. They don't stay in order on in my tray. This is a lot of colors, but my tray is going to look so pretty when I'm done. So yeah, I need to rethink how I'm storing things. I mean, I have hangers that I can hang them up on, but my closet, I don't really have a place. My closet in my office is storage for like office supplies and stuff and diamond painting supplies. So I kind of had things all over, but I don't have a good hanging space where you would hang clothes in a closet. In my office closet, we took out the long rod because that's where we put my little cube storage. And so that space is taken up by that. And then I have a bunch of other things stored in the floor and on the shelf where the other hanging bars are. So I don't really have a good place to hang anything in here except on the front of the closet door, which is where stuff usually gets hung. Okay, all of these are going to be in small containers, and then I'm going to be pretty much out. See, that one will be a big container, but I definitely am going to need small containers for those. I'm going to have to go hunt some more up. I do have space downstairs where I've got like my big heaven and earth design projects hanging because those were unboxed, but I don't want to have to run up and down the stairs, although I say that. Maybe that would be good for me if I put them downstairs. I think it would be bad because they would be, you know, it's one of those out of sight, out of mind kind of things. So I would forget about them. Plus, if I'm actively working on them, do I want to have to run up and down the stairs? Not really, but it would probably be good for me. I'd be sure to get in some extra steps that way. We didn't go for our walk today since it was so hot, so I need to go spend some time on the elliptical to make up for that. I really want to go for our walks again, though. We haven't been going anywhere because it's so hot, but I'm getting stir crazy. Since I'm not working and I'm not going out on a regular basis. Yeah. Okay. Let me check the rest of these for static. Let me go grab, I've got to go grab some more containers of both of these sizes, so I will be right back. Don't go anywhere. Okay, I think I had to steal from small containers from every single Elizabeth Ward containers tray I have, but I think I have enough to finish everything up in the size containers that I want. We'll see what it looks like when I get done. All right. So second row of stickers down. All I've got left is those. And I did go through, obviously not enough. And then I probably will still, once, because you can see how they're still sticking to the sides, I will likely, once I get done kitting everything up, I will go through again with any that I see like that where it still has some static, and I will go through it again with the static guard just to make sure that there's no static, because I don't want any static when I'm trying to pour them into my tray on my workspace. Ooh, this one got a little full. All right, there. It's pretty full, but that's okay. They pour in there so nice when there's no static. Okay, so I've got my last AB here, so I'm gonna have to go to the end for that one. So there's the end of that. It's a pretty blue, kind of bluey purple. And then these two, and then I only have 4 colors left. Whew, sounded like there was a drill in that container, but no. I hope these all fit in my tray the way I want them to. We'll see. I may have to do a bit of rearranging, but it's going to be pretty. Okay. All of the, no, I have one more of the large size. Or I guess it's not large, it's the size up from these tiny ones. Come on, get out of there. So I may have to do a bit of rearranging in my tray, because everything for this kit, all of these colors are either in these tiny ones or they're in that next size up, which I don't think I've ever done before, so that's kind of cool. Let go. There we go. One straggler. Okay, so I've got 4 drills colors left here. I'm going to do this one first since it is in the big size. And then I'm going to rearrange my Elizabeth Ward tray a little bit just so I can get everything where I want it. All right, so I've just got these 3. So 3865 is here. 3855 is this one. And this one. All right. Last 3. Whoops. There we go. See, I heard it snap that time. Okay. And no static in these last ones, hopefully. So much easier when they just pour in like that. Okay, you know, except for the static, I think that could have been one of my fastest kit ups. Okay, get this out of the way. And look at this beautiful tray. So I've got all 3 rows of the smallest sizes and then almost 3 rows of the largest size here. I likely will put something right here, like a little trash container or something. And I've got my image with all the information, anything should I need it in there, just so I know what drills this kit, what kit these drills go with. And I'm all kitted up and ready to go for yet another project. That's it for me today, guys. Thanks so much for sticking around till the end of the video. Before you leave, don't forget to do all the things. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification icon so that you can be informed of future uploads. And as always, guys, thanks so much for watching.